Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I've got a massive treat for you. So with us coming to the end of the year, most people are probably looking at Christmas as a time for resting, digesting, and then eventually setting goals for next year. It's something we've done with our clients inside Virtue Health for years on end, and it's one of the most powerful and productive tasks you can do for your nutrition in the world. So today I'm going to run you through the process and structure that we take our clients through to reflect on the past year, celebrate their wins, learn their lessons, and ultimately set themselves up for massive success in the year going forward. So let's jump right into that process. If you haven't done already, make sure you like and subscribe below. It helps our channel reach more people and it helps you keep updated with fresh nutrition advice every week. Okay, so let's dive right into our reflection and goal setting activity. Question number 1. Where did you start the year? Think back to the beginning of this year. Where were you physically? Mentally, what kind of shape were you in? Really paint a vivid picture of how things were in January of 2023. Get clear on how it felt to be in that situation. Question number 2. What are you most proud of? This is a celebration of all the hard work you've done this year. You've likely been trying to lose weight or improve your nutrition in some sense, and you will have made some small wins along the way. A lot of the times we don't stop and celebrate the small wins, we can tend to forget about them because they feel like they aren't adding up to much. But one of the cornerstones of our program is we encourage all our clients to celebrate even the smallest of wins, because it's those small wins that keep building momentum for you, and that ultimately stacks up into the big results in the grand scheme of things. So give yourself a pat on the back. Take a positive frame at this. You've had some wins this year, go and write them down. What are you most proud of this year? Question number 3, where have you improved? Physically, mentally, what kind of state are you in just now? Question number 4, how are you different as a person? This is one of the most important questions we can ask ourselves, because when it comes to behavior change and long-term results, it's not about the small hack or the tactic that you used or the little diet that you improved. It's about how you've changed as a person. There's a great phrase that goes along the lines of, long-term behavior change is actually an identity change. Think about it this way, if you always identify as the person who struggles to lose weight, struggles to stay consistent, doesn't take care of their body, is all or nothing, up and down with their nutrition all the time, that identity forms a prison and it keeps you stuck where you are for the rest of time. So you'll make a little progress, you'll try to escape that prison, and you'll ultimately get caught right back in there. So this question is super important for identity change perspective. How are you different as a person? Not just what has changed or what tactic have you improved or how much weight have you lost, but how are you different as a person? Are you now the kind of person who's balanced with their behaviors, shows up for themselves consistently, and has positive nutrition habits? If you do, that's amazing. If you're not quite there yet, that's okay. The aim of an identity change is to always have something to work towards, always chasing the person who you're going to be next year and how much that person improves year on year. So this question is all about the internal rather than the external. Okay, now our goal setting task. So we've finished the reflection, we've congratulated ourselves on where we started from, what we've achieved, and how proud of ourselves we are. Now we need to think ahead, forward thinking. The biggest limitation for people when it comes to nutrition, losing weight, is often having a lack of vision. I've talked about this before in a couple of videos, but when we get out of that pain zone initially of, okay, I've lost a little bit of weight, I've made some progress, people tend to settle into the complacency zone, which is the good enough zone. And it might seem fine to sit there, but what ultimately happens is we make micro compensations and go back to where we started from. You've probably been in this cycle before. If you've lost a little bit of weight, gained it back, lost a little bit, gained it back, and it can really damage your confidence long term. The best way to counteract this yo-yo weight loss cycle is to have a crystal clear future vision. That future vision has to be big and challenging and a little bit daunting, and it has to be something that you kind of believe you're capable of, but it's going to stretch you. We call these stretch goals, and the idea is to push you beyond something that you think you're capable of. Let's dive into a couple of those questions. Goal setting question number 1. What are you most excited about going forward? This can be anything. This can be an upcoming holiday. This can be the chance to work on myself again. This can be finally fitting back into that dress I wore a few years ago. It's got to be something exciting so that you can wake up every day, boom, you're ready to go, motivation's high, and you look forward to the tasks you have to do each day. Goal setting question number 2. What are you going to achieve in 2024? Again, this is where we set our really crystal clear targets. You'll have heard of SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound. I almost forgot that one. But the SMART goals are really important. Don't just say, I want to be healthier, I want to be fitter, I want to lose some weight. Specific, get detailed on it. Measurable, how much? Achievable, is this something that you can actually do? Realistic, is it within the realms of possibility that you can do it? And then T, time-bound. Set a date. If you've ever done a project in school that had a deadline, you'll notice that you work so much harder to get it completed as opposed to a project you've set before yourself that has never had a deadline. You probably didn't get it done. Deadlines are crucial. They sharpen our focus, they keep us accountable. So set your goals. Think about short term, medium term, long term. Where do you want to be in the next 12 weeks, 6 months, a year's time? Goal setting question number 3. This is a little bit more reflective, so it should probably go in the reflection category, but I like it all the same. What are you leaving behind in 2023? This can be a self-limiting belief, it can be an attitude or a behavior towards food that you don't like, it can be people in your life, it can be a relationship, whatever it is. If there's something that's harming you or holding you back, you need to leave it behind you. What or who are you leaving behind in 2023? Final question. This is our identity setting piece. Describe the type of person you want to become in 2024. Who are they? What are they capable of? How do they act? How do they show up in their daily lives? How do other people view them? How do they feel about themselves? That last one is one of the most important ones. You want to feel good about the person that you're becoming because that will motivate you to act in that way every single day. If you don't like the person you're becoming, you're not going to stick with that long term. If you don't like the person you are now, you A, need to leave that person behind and prepare to step into your new identity in 2024. But B, you also need to show that person a little bit more self-respect. If you're not in love with your identity at the moment, if you don't love who you are, you don't love waking up in the body that you have every day, you're going to probably manifest those beliefs that you're unworthy, you'll never achieve what you want to, and you don't deserve love. And if you think that way about your current self, you're going to manifest those beliefs in your daily actions. Well, I can never lose weight, so I might as well just have this cake. Or, oh, I always mess up my diet, so I might as well just do it now. Or, this person told me I'll never be good enough, so I'm going to show myself that in the foods I eat and the way I consume food. Positive long-term behavior change is a change of identity. If your shadow self, the identity that you don't love, follows you around forever, it will continue to self-sabotage you at every chance it gets. So that's just something to think about. Everyone watching this video is worthy of love. Everyone watching this video is worthy of becoming the person that they're wanting to be in the future. So sit down, grab your cup of coffee, pen and paper, put these thoughts down on your notepad. There's a difference between watching this video and just thinking it out loud, and there's a real tangible difference between putting this down on paper, drawing it in a mind map. Some people write a letter from their future self saying, hey, I'm here, I'm in the next year, this is where we got to, here's all the things you don't need to worry about, here's all the things you need to start doing. A tactic like that can be really powerful for people. So however you want to envision this future self and set your goals for the year ahead, highly recommend you write it down on paper, put it on a poster on the wall, somewhere that you're going to be reminded of it every single day. The clearer that vision, the more excited you're going to be to move forward with it, and the clearer your path is going to be towards weight loss success. Guys, that's me wrapping it up. Christmas is upon us, okay? So I hope this video gets to you before the new year. Or if you're watching this back in January and you're excited to get going with your goals, I'm excited to get working with you as well. We have a small intake open for nutrition coaching clients in January. We're looking for 5 people who want to lose 10 kilos, improve their relationship with food, and get out of the all or nothing mindset and self-sabotaging that's caused them to gain weight and lose weight consistently for years. If that sounds like you need to get in touch. Drop me a message on Instagram @CoachAlexMurphy_, or shoot me an email, alex@virtueathlete.com. Guys, I'm wishing you all the best in 2024 and beyond. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be dropping free nutrition resources every week. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you don't miss a beat. Have a great year, guys.